Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the topic corporate risk management. In my earlier lectures, we have already described about, we have discussed in detail about what is risk management, objectives of risk management, and importance of risk management and risk management process. So let's have a recap of what is actually risk management. So risk management is the identification, assessment, and prioritization of risk, or you can say the uncertainties in the business. So any strategies for corporate risk management must be, backed up by risk management proper analysis and a plan for controlling and mitigating those risks. So here the question arises that what are the risks could be generated or could be arised in the corporate life? So while the obvious come immediately to our mind is number one, the financial risk, right? Which is running out of the money. The company may be running out of the money or maybe suffering few losses or maybe inheriting some bad debts. So or the risk of being unable to continue the operations. For example, you can say that due to workers going on strike or a force of nature closing a plant can also be your risk in the company. So it's also important to remember the corporate risk cannot only arises due to, you can say, your operations, or you can say due to your finances, but these risk could be generated or widely accepted by your corporate strategies. Means sometimes there may be a failure in your corporate strategies. So these could be reason of the corporate risk management. So in fact, we can say that the studies have indicated that the financial risks, only generate about 10% of your major declines in the market capitalization, while we can say that operational risk account for around about 30%, and the other 60% of declines are due to, you can say, or as a result of strategic risks, and yet the strategy comes in a poor, or you can say third in the risk prioritization exercises. So sometimes your strategies may full, you can say, vague or useless, or sometimes they may create a risk to the corporate, right? So here I have shown you few slides. uh, the second slide is about what strategic corporate risk may include or it could include. So if we talk about the corporate risk, what kind of risk it could include? That like shift in the consumer demand and the preferences, style, habit, nature, you know. So the legal and regularity changes means every kind of external level threat could also create the corporate risk, right? Competitive pressures, the entry and exit of competitors, merger integrations of the company, maybe vertical, maybe horizontal, maybe forward, maybe backward integration. Every kind of technological changes may, impose or pose a threat for the company. So the senior management turnover or their retirement or their shifting or their turnover from one company to another company, they are switching from one to another, they may cause a risk to the corporates. And the stakeholder pressure can also call the, you can say, risk to the corporates, right? And next is what plans or what strategies we have to build in so as to treat with the corporate risk, or you can say the building of the strategies for coping up with the corporate risk management. So here the strategies for corporate risk management usually consist of, you can say, two processes. Number one, you have to set the framework for the company risk management, and secondly, you have to set the communication channels in the organization, right? So the risk management is though useless unless you measure and know your risk first. So you have to identify, you have to measure your risk first, then you have to build up the strategies. So you must have a robust, you can say, a proactive procedure for ongoing monitoring and a cycle of continual assessment, right? So here the risk management planning encompasses through three elements basically. Number one, here you can see very easily that operational risk management. For example, the operational risk could arise like as a damage to the property, right? Financial risk management, which may emerges or arises due to the effects of markets on and entities assets like credit risk, price fluctuality, liquidity, etc. These kind of financial risk. Strategic risk management, or you can say the thinking about the bigger picture and the future of the company that can be there, right? So, like for example, consider what happened to the Kodak once their digital cameras came along and asked if it was a failure of operational risk management or strategic risk management. Now there are no more demand of the once digital cameras. So you can say that uh, next one is we have to for excuse me, yes, building the strategies, yes. Then outside of the economies, we have to uh, means generate or follow a steps 5 step plan when assessing the risk and deciding on the best solution for the mitigation of the risk. First we have to go for identify the risk, right? So we should know or we should identify what kind of risk could be there, right? Then after that identification we have to analyze the risk that we had done in my earlier lecture also. The risk can be internal or external. We have to identify what are the probable causes for the problems or benefits of the company. Then we have to analyze the potential effects of each risk that will have on consumer behavior or the company or any endeavors underway. Next one is we have to evaluate the risk. So ranking the risk according to the likelihood of each outcome to see how severely a set risk could impact the company or its strategy. We have to evaluate its impact, evaluate its measure, right? Then no doubt we have to treat the risk. So in you can say there are few ways by which the risk could be treated that we'll discuss in this lecture later on. Then we have to monitor the risk, means we have to track the variables and proposed possible threats, and we have to patiently and calmly treat all the problems that arise or your tracking system identifies any changes. Then once the risk assessment is completed, so we have to assign a strategy to treat that or those identified risks. So generally there are four ways to handle a risk, or as I have told you earlier that I will discuss later on in my lecture. So this is the treatment of the risk actually. How will we treat the risk? So there are four ways to handle or to treat the risk. Number one is avoid the risk. Means what we can do, we can avoid up to some extent, right? Or we can forfeit all those activities that carries the highest risk. So only we can avoid that. Some of the problems we can avoid that. Up to some extent, we can avoid few of our problems that could be generated. Then reduce the risk or make some small changes to reduce the weightage of both the risk and the reward. So we can go for even avoiding the risk. We can go for reducing the impact of those risks. Then we can share or transfer the risk. Means we can redistribute the burden of loss or gain by entering into partnerships or bringing on new entities. For example, a healthcare care plan is bought by someone, so it means they have transferred their risk from insured to the insurer, from the person to the company. They have transferred or shared their risk. So accepting the risk or assuming any loss or gain entirely, that is usually put into play for small risk where any loss can be easily absorbed by the entity. Means we have to finally accept that this kind of risk, this severity could be like this, so that we have to accept that we have to build. So we have to build up the strategies to accept that, right? So that's all for the today's lecture. Thank you so much.